Okie dokie. Welcome to Winter Warmer Hip Day 1. Let's get right into it. So today we're going to do hip flexion, which is bringing the knee towards the nose and all iterations that come with that. And then we're going to stretch our hip flexors out. So we're going to work them in a few different positions. Pick the ones that are best for you. If it hurts, don't do it. If it really hurts, follow up. I mean, really hurts is a subjective thing. So if it hurts you, if it bothers you, go see somebody that can get their hands on you. Send me a message and say, this isn't working out. How can I modify it so it doesn't hurt? Let's see if we can't figure it out, or if you can see your doctor or physical therapist and they can figure it out. So we're going to need a floor. I'm going to use my mat because I have it. So why not? And a chair. I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to need today. All right, so let's start. Flat on the back. First things first, we're going to bend our knees. We're going to tilt our pelvis back. So we're just going to do a little posterior pelvic tilt. So no arch, nice and flat. Your abdominal muscles are firing, but we're not doing a crunch. We're just flattening the low back to protect it. All right. First things first, this back foot is going to stay flat. I'm going to drive through the heel, and then I'm just going to press. So I'm bringing my knee up, pushing my hand down, and just doing an isometric hold. So, that's the right word. And then we're just contract, relax, contract, relax. I'm pushing with like 25% of my power. So I'm keeping my back flat with my abdominals, my pelvic floor is lifted. There's a nice space between my shoulders and my ears. And I'm just pushing up, hip flexion. Bending that knee towards my nose. 25% of my power. Contract, relax. This leg is stabilizing. I'm driving through my heels. I can wiggle my toes if I need to. And I'm going to switch. So 10 on each side. And then switch and do 3 sets of 10. All right, moving on to the next position. That back leg is going to stay. We're going to do that posterior pelvic tilt. We're going to march up and kick out. So you can go as low as you can without lifting your back. And you'll know you're lifting your back when you see your head move. So if you watch, if I don't have good abdominal control and I march up and kick out, see my head is still there? If I'm moving my back, my head is moving too. That is not a good thing for your low back. That's not what we want. We want that low back flat. So if I have good abdominal control and I'm controlling where my back is in space and time, I march up, I kick out, and any position that I kick out, I'm maintaining my head and my shoulders in the same position. So I'm using my abdominals to control that. So what does that look like if I want to go low? I'm posterior pelvic tilt, abs engaged, and kicking out. All right? So my head and my shoulders are not going anywhere, and I don't have an arch in my low back. That might mean here for a lot of you. All right? See how my knees are sort of coming to the same place? Again, abs engaged. If you want to go lower, engage your abs. As long as those abs are working and holding you in place, that's fine. Hip flexion, extension. Flexion, extension. 3 sets of 10 on both legs, or 3 times to fatigue. So if you fatigue out at like 5, 6 of those, leave it at that. Totally fine. We're doing this today. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. All right, next, seated marching. Doop, there you go. All right, nice, beautiful, tall posture. Knees towards the nose, up and down. That's it. It's not a very exciting one. That should work your hip flexors, up and down. All right, other side. The foot that is on the floor, again, drive through your heel. This is abs pulled in, shoulder blades back, ears over shoulders. Always a good time to reinforce good posture, no matter what. And then these are all slow and controlled. So if you're winging through, if your upper body is moving and you're winging your knee up, you're getting less range of motion, you're getting less control. You're not controlling the up, and you're certainly not controlling the down. Those are not serving anything but wiggling your joints around, all right? So I want you to control it up, control it down. If you want to switch, if you want to alternate, right, left, fine by me. What I want you to focus on is your butt planted in the chair. So do you feel like that sits bone is where it needs to be? You're not rocking back and forth. You're controlling it, and this is hip flexion. All right? Breathe out. Breathe out. If you have enough time to exhale every time that knee comes up, you're doing it right. So if I breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. That's the pace that you should be doing. For another way, go sideways for this one so you don't bang yourself. You can do this at the kitchen counter. All right? You can do in a row. Try and keep your pelvis pretty level so you don't want that hip hike. Again, if you do it forward, and you're anything like me, you're going to whack your knee right into it. And again, so 1, 2, that beautiful posture. Keep your beautiful posture. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your pelvic floor lifted. Keep your chin tucked in. Keep the ears over the shoulders. All right? So your glutes are going to fire on the way down. Your hip flexors on the way up. Slow and controlled. Keep the postural stabilizers working. All right? Let's get our first stretch in. Same thing, 3 sets of 10. If it hurts, don't do it. These are exercises I want you to feel in your muscles, not in your joint spaces. And control where you're going. All right, stop. Oh, I gotta bring it down. Bring you down today. First things first, knee on the edge of the chair. And you're gonna probably move that foot out. Open it up. Open your hip flexor. Feel free to do this near a kitchen counter. I don't want you to go crazy far forward on your knee because that's not what we're working on. But I do want you to feel it in the front. And if you want to move your butt forward, drop your pelvis forward, you should feel a deeper stretch in through there. Good. Do the other side. Knee on the edge. Again, tilt that pelvis. You'll get a deeper stretch in the front. And then translate forward on the other knee without really eclipsing your toes. So keep your knee in line with your ankle if you can. That might mean moving your ankle out. Oh, so good. So good. All right. I think we're going to the floor for this next one. Let's see what we can do. So it's very much a similar stretch to the one we just did. We're just modifying the position a little bit. So we're going to go front leg forward, hips in line with the knee. And you're just going to translate your body forward. Again, we don't want to, I don't think I said that so far. You don't want to become rounded over your knee. This is not a back stretch. As always, keep your shoulders over your hips. And we're going to move forward towards that. So your pelvis is moving forward. And we're going to get a stretch right in the front of that hip. And again, you can see my knee is over my ankle. I'm not eclipsing my toes, so I'm not putting a bad angle on my knee. All right. And then all of these stretches you're going to hold for about 30 seconds. And you're going to do 3 of them, but like a real 30 seconds. All right. And so you can rest your forearm on your other knee. Oh, this is tight on this side. Ooh, feel the burn, Jade Bada. All right. And then last but not least, we're going to get our chair back. Don't mind the crunch. My knees crunch. That's a lot of skiing right there. A lot of ski accidents, kids. One leg up, one leg back. You're going to stretch over the knee. This time the back leg, the down leg is going to feel it. Right in the front of that hip. All right. Same thing here. One leg up, leg back. Man, my left is way tighter than my right today. What did we do? I don't know. We must need this stretch. There you go. All right. Send any comments, questions you can start. Man, it is the end of the day on Friday and my brain is right about there. Comments, questions, concerns, put them in the comments. Send me a message. Let me know what you need help with. All right. So hip flexion today. I'm pretty sure on Wednesday we're doing hip extension and then we'll work on some rotation. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.